Sup, guys? Today is 17th, January 17th. We're doing a 1 a.m. podcast. Here tonight, I've got Fireblaster, old player, as well as Superboomfan. These are just two people that have never been on, because Star King vanished, and I don't know if Plateaus is available or not. Star King's always gone on Fridays, so, it's whatever. But we're gonna be talking about some stuff because we've had a pretty long break, what with me getting a new desktop computer so I can actually play Teams and stream and do all that kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking about the early days of Kaillera, the community's progress since then, since I think 2002, 2003, maybe later, I don't know. We're going to be talking about Fireblaster's sense of a plateau as a player, if there is one, and like what you can do to overcome it. Talking about his hiatus in general as well. Might touch on rivalries if there's any. Probably talk about the dual mains, talk about the new Anther's ladder, and if we're not completely burnt out, we'll end with Apex like we always do, because it's Apex. So, Javi, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty well, Rob.
Dan, you good?
I'm pretty good.
Alright. That's always good to hear.
I was grooving earlier with the groovy vinyls playing.
I heard.
Yeah. I actually drank a ton of beer earlier, like 7 o'clock, but then I took a 1 hour nap and it went away.
Oh, right. How
Why'd
much?
you sleep it off?
I don't know, man. Just lots of water.
You shouldn't have. You should have just gotten plastered.
I was playing Fire Emblem in bed, and then I just took an hour nap. I don't know.
Drunk Fire Emblem. So
it's a good thing I didn't save.
Yeah. So, Javi, you have one of those really, really old join dates on Smashboards. Shout outs to Smashboards for banning me. But you're you joined in 2003, and I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I joined Smashboards right a bit before I actually started playing 64. Because like many people, well, I don't know if I can say many people, but several people, I was a pretty casual player of Smash Brothers. I liked 64. Then Melee came out, and I was a big fan of it. And then I joined Smashboards for Melee mostly because I wanted to see what I could do in tournaments and stuff. But being young back then, I had no transportation, so I couldn't really do anything with Melee. So I kind of had given up on it, and then I eventually found that there was a community for Smash 64 online, and that you could play it online. So I thought, since I can't play Melee, I'll do the next best thing and just play 64 online. Like it's an inferior option or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I started playing it, and I liked it more than Melee.
Yeah, inferior option. How wrong you were.
Very wrong.
But was that, I don't know when online play actually started. When did Kaillera, officially debut? Was it 2003, or was it, 05, 06?
I believe, you can ask Dan this, but I think it was around 2003 or 4. Maybe earlier?
It was before my time.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I started early 2004 online, and I know Jaime was playing a year before me at that time. And I don't even know if he's the oldest player or not, because there's a few players back then who were better than him, and probably older than he was. So people like Chaos, Frag, Master Gen, we had Darklink X, people like that.
Darklink played online?
Yeah. For a long time.
I didn't know that. He was the guy at Apex 2013 who eliminated me from losers. And, I was still new, so I had no idea who anybody was, but I believe it was Megavolt who told me that Darklink X was the best on the East Coast for a long time.
Yeah, it was.
Until Sensei started playing online and avoiding console, and then kind of leapt ahead of everyone.
Hmm.
But yeah, I didn't know Darkling played online.
Yeah, when I first joined, he used to just beat my ass. I was like, fuck. You know, because I'm like, what, 13, 14 at the time? And you're like, what the hell? How am I losing at this game? 'Cause I had a
Oh,
huge, huge ego back then.
that was shit posting boom.
Oh yeah, shit posting boom is best boom.
I don't think I've ever seen shit posting Fireblaster posts.
Uh, I may have accidentally shitposted and like by calling people idiots when they were wrong about stuff.
Oh yeah, typical.
Yeah, but I stopped doing that like a year ago.
Not so recent. No, but like back then. So I mean, if Darklink was like, I don't even know any of the other names that you've mentioned. Um,
I remember the Thugs and Mills.
Oh yeah.
These were like the two like most competitive team split I've ever seen. They if they still played right now, they would have so much beef with White Bum and whoever.
were there other like who were some other players from back then? Does anybody still play?
Back then.
There was a guy named Frizzle. I don't know if anyone knows him. Bane used to play back then as well. Like I think he started 2005. Around there.
Bane's the mystery, right? Like
Yeah, I've known him a long time.
he's just never had one name.
Yeah, his original was like Zach, a bunch of numbers.
That's a
Yeah.
lot. So Bane's like one of the older guys too.
Mhm. Oh, there was another guy named Nintendo Ultimate Weapon X, Rain Man, Hawk X. Like it's just, I remember the X Clan was popular back then. Like back then, Marvel vs. Capcom was humongous on kaillera. Like like that was the most played game on kaillera for a long time.
You can
Yeah.
play multiplayer?
Kaillera was pretty much back then pretty much the only way to play any old game, arcade or console online, because back then what's common now is GGPO, which is pretty much a standard for fighting games that didn't exist back then. So Kaillera was the first thing to happen for these games. So naturally, fighting game players just flocked to these servers.
And out of Kaillera grew the other stuff.
Yep, and yeah, eventually we got stuck with it.
How much of a pain in the ass was it? Like, as I was talking Sheer was just talking in chat, and he was like, the reason he and Jaime like do so well on high frames is because it was like you had no other choice. You had to play in high frames.
Oh, back then.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so you know how you play an excellent connection, you get, you just naturally get higher frames, right?
Right.
And people back then played on good,
Jesus Christ.
and well, how much is that, Dan? 8 frames minimum?
Yeah, it's usually 8 frames. I think it's 5 if you're under 30. I forget, but usually it's 8 frames.
It's bad.
How
It's
do you even do that?
I mean, it's just so bad. It's like how like it sends packets less often per second, so that's like that's not even optimal for like making precise inputs.
And the result is just 8 frames of garbage.
Yeah, the result is everyone thinking that just some characters are just really bad, like Yoshi. There was no way for anyone to actually do well with Yoshi back then. Besides, gimmicky, like, low-level stuff that worked on everyone back then. And, and people thought Ness was top tier. Like,
That's a little strange that you say that, because from what I remember, it was like Sheer was one of the guys who was kind of doing a lot of stuff with Yoshi for the first time.
I mean,
America.
back then, people were really bad at DI. Like, you did stuff like, the Como combo, and people called it cheap. Like,
Yep.
and it was like so broken and whatever. And matches like matchups like DK versus Yoshi were considered like really one-sided.
You mentioned something like that before. That like Captain Falcon, right? Like the what is it? Forward throw, forward air, forward throw,
Forward
forward air,
throw, forward air, up air, up B. Yep.
Yeah, like in the old days, it was like people got caught by that all the time.
Yo, that was impressive back then. Anytime you use a forward air, it was just like, whoa.
Well, it's fancy.
And forget about like reverse stuff.
I mean, remember Megavolt's old combo video? Like
Megavolt? No, I remember KSOs.
oh, KSO, that's right.
Yeah, it was KSO.
Megavolt was in it though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Megavolt's on
in
the
that combo
receiving end.
video, they dropped these combos.
Oh, it was hilarious. It looked like
And
hammer
that
hearts.
was considered impressive back then. I remember I talked to KSO on AIM back then.
Yeah.
And he sent me the video, the URL to the video when he posted it.
Were you blown away?
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it was bad back then. Because, I was just like, yeah, I'm Boom. I have this huge ego. I should post all the time.
Yeah, this is bad. You guys should definitely come over here so we can play. Total pwn, you noobs.
Console? Man, I didn't even think of console back then.
Console back then. People actually thought like the opposite back then. Some people.
That online was better.
The online was better and console was just like, I don't know, it was weird back then.
Mm.
Like Y-Bomb, when the servers were making the change from like good to excellent, from excellent to LAN.
Right.
Y-Bomb was one of the players that actually preferred to play on good or excellent because he was more used to it. So he didn't like the less delay or something.
Huh. That's like Jaime. Jaime likes to play in like 38 frames, right?
Yeah, because they're just so used to it that it like changing is hard to adapt, you know.
Well, yeah, but like everything Jaime does is slow. I say that all the time. Like, like Jaime plays slow. He prefers everything slow.
He probably blinks slow, too.
Yeah, like if I were behind him in line, like I wouldn't move. You know, it's one of those things.
Your microphone's a bit quiet.
Oh, sorry. I was holding it a little bit further away. Yeah, he slow player and all that. Prefers the high delay. But,
Oh, and these things were constant because there was no P2P. P2P is a luxury we have right now.
Jesus Christ.
Desyncs? I don't know. They're kind of random, honestly. Because, well, there's no legouts back then. Remember that?
Yeah, but I mean like desyncs in like this like when two games don't match up like.
Right.
Yeah,
go on.
no, because when you play on good or excellent, it sends less packets per second, so you don't reach that what is it 2 to the 18th like power limit of packets. So it takes like I did the calculations with Nightfox. Like when you play on LAN, it takes about 18.2 minutes to reach the limit of packets. It's like 2 to the 16 or no 2 to the 8, I think. Or 2 to the 16th, and if they increased it by one more bit, it would have been like 3 months of playing before a desync.
Pyro explained, or not explain, he tried to explain to me, like, it was just a matter of changing a number, and, like,
that's exactly what it is. If they add in one more digit.
He was about to go into it, and then I was like, just don't even, please don't, because I'm not going to know what you're talking about. Like, so, but, moving forward in both the talk of the podcast and like the topic and chronological, like from the early days to like even in the past 2 years, I remember, I don't know if it was Boom or if it was someone else that said like people nowadays who are like around like my level, for instance, would be considered like top players back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Skill level, like people act like 64 is often like has been pretty stale. Like people haven't improved in skill level, and it's pretty much been the same, and the same people have always been the other people. But that's not true. People have constantly gotten better.
Has there been a stagnation, like, from in any point in time? I mean, because we look at like, everybody always says, okay, well, it's Isaiah. Isaiah's been the dude who's like been beating everyone, but like, who else really? Like, and Boom's always been like close to the top. Well, as long as I've been around, Boom's like been close to the top, and Jaime's been really close, and then all of a sudden, there was like a little influx of new players. But I have a feeling there's been a couple of those instances. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know if Dan has anything to say about that because I'm not sure. Because I've been sporadically, like, I will occasionally take 1 month breaks from the community in Smash, so I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, with players like, I don't know, Frog, for instance. Frog and, like, A-Money. Like, I feel like those guys haven't been around as long, but they kind of came in around the same time. That's the impression I get, anyway.
I know that Frog's been around since forever. But I don't know about that guy. He just doesn't play anymore, I guess. A-Money, I forget when he came in. I think it was 2006, 2007, I think. I don't remember, though, but he's pretty inactive, I think.
Yeah. But 2006, it seems like, is a very common year for when, like, people started.
I believe that's when EGX came along. Like the main Smash server, the original one.
I thought that was a clan.
No, that was the server. So Emu Arena Grounds X. That's what it was called.
So
and it was,
go on.
And it was ran by Paramount.
Oh, Paramount.
Yeah.
Vegeta. Right.
Yeah, Vegeta.
That was before Galaxy, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I only knew Galaxy.
Is that the time that Nephros, like players like Nephros, started playing or something? Yep. Yeah, I remember I took a small break then, and I came back, and all of a sudden players like Nephros and whatever had shown up.
When do you take a break? Because I took one too.
I think it was due to college or something.
So like 2008?
2006 to 2007, somewhere in there. Because that's when I graduated from high school.
Okay.
You graduated from high school in 2007?
6.
2006? What the? I thought you were only 2 years older than me. Alright.
Yeah, I took a 6-month break at the time. Like when a few months in, when Emulator or EGX just went up, I went on and I didn't recognize most of the people there. I was like, holy, and like I got praised because I was good. I was just like, who are these people? I was so rusty too, because all I did at the time, well, I had no internet because I was poor, right? So all I did was go over to my friends and we'd play like In the Groove and Melee. That's all we'd do.
Oh, Melee?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's like 2006, and then other people. I know Star King started like 09. 09, 2010 seems like another common year.
Did he really start in 2009?
Star King?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, he did.
There's a good chunk of people who started like in 09. From what I remember anyway. Like reading around.
I mean, I remember the name Shooting Star started in 2009.
Maybe he was playing like Mario Kart. When did LD start?
2 years ago ish.
Get the fuck out of here! Seriously?
2.5 maybe? I don't know.
That's annoying. That's really annoying. But I mean, all right. So it seems like Star King said that like online was a lot more active back like 2009, 2010, 2011, and I think it's pretty active now. But like comparatively, how different was it?
you could go online and almost like pretty easily get a game during any normal hour.
Like a good game, or would it be like a lot of server trash and like Mexicans?
No, you could get a good game. More. I think it's due to I don't know. Some people have get like people eventually quit Smash, and some others like focus more on consoles. And I don't know. People have begun trying less online because of this.
I see. I mean, I guess it's the console scene has expanded more so in the past like 3 years, right? And that kind of contributed to online shrinking.
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. A lot of players who love playing online constantly, all of a sudden are like, oh man, I'd rather play on console. Like,
Well, I think that goes without saying for everyone. But
yeah, but what I meant to say was like, they almost like they tend to quit online matches easier.
right. But I mean, you know, console's just better. But at the same time,
It's a big world.
yeah, I can't exactly drive up to Connecticut to play you anytime.
Hey, you don't want to drive over here?
No. We
I
get
could
three.
just pay $200 for a bus ride,
Yeah.
24 hours. It's great.
Me and Boom get 3 frames though, so.
No, we get 2.
Oh, we get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. 2 frames, that's nothing for East Coast to West Coast. Come on. Anyway, though, so moving on. Javi, you like when you started, you've always been a Yoshi Mario, right?
No. I
Okay.
was only Mario, and then like Falcon.
Oh yeah, I forgot you played Falcon a lot.
Yeah.
But go on.
I mostly use Falcon for well, as a counter pick, because I use Falcon against characters that like Fox, Pikachu, and Yoshi. Yeah, I mostly used it against those 3 because I had an easier time with Falcon.
Yeah, I mean it's Falcon. Hold up and press A.
Well, that's Kirby, man.
No, not always. You can hold back and press A sometimes.
Oh, that's a good move, too.
4 times in a row, and it'll link.
Oh, just on Samus, though.
Definitely on like Luigi too. Maybe another floaty, I don't know. But yeah, so Javi, so I mean you were Mario, and then you picked up Yoshi, I guess a couple of years later, right?
I picked up Yoshi last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember when I went to Zenith 2013?
yeah.
I was a Falcon, and I was a Mario, and then semi-Falcon main back then. Mostly Mario. I was focusing mostly on Mario, but at Zenith, I mean, I just came back then, but I was mostly a Mario player, trying to be a Mario player then.
Yeah.
And then after Zenith, I just like started playing Yoshi. I picked up Yoshi in training mode, and I just like did I did a DJC combo. I'm like, oh, cool. I wonder what I can do. And then I just started playing online, and then like 2 weeks later, we went to Steve's house, and that's when I started. Yeah, that's no, that wasn't at Steve's house. I think that we went to Smash Liquor.
Yeah, Smash.
Smash Liquor was like three or 2 weeks later after.
No,
that?
Smash Liquor was like 3 months.
Really?
Yeah. Because Zenith was June 1st. I don't know if you went to. Yeah, Smash Liquor was like August 1st.
Huh.
I don't remember. There was a July tourney, but I don't remember what it was or who was there.
But
That
anyways,
entire year, just.
between Zenith and Smash Liquor, I picked up Yoshi.
Oh, it was a hell of a lot longer than that. But like, so why did you pick up Yoshi? Like, was it purely based on, like, did you ever feel that your ability with Mario had hit its limit for that time, and you decided to pick up someone new?
Kind of. I felt like I had not that I couldn't get better. I just felt like I had a wall, and maybe I needed to try something else.
Right.
So I was playing random characters, online and in training mode, trying to figure out stuff. And Yoshi's DJC combos always felt really awkward to me because it wasn't like Ness where you can just mash, the jump button, double jump A. You can mash it really fast, and Ness, could bring out his attacks instantly. While if you do that with Yoshi will just flutter awkwardly onto the ground.
Yeah.
So I could never do that. I was actually pretty bad at timing. But then I don't know, I guess I just got better at timing, and then I tried out Yoshi, and I just copied the rhythm of like other Yoshi players like Prince and Sheer, and I was like doing shield break. I did a shield break really easily, and I'm like, oh, this isn't that hard. And
Do you think that how long were you on a hiatus from before that?
I think it was 2 to 3 years. I stopped either in 2010 or 2011. I'm not exactly sure because I was still. Yeah, I don't know what year that was.
It's a bit of a long time, but and then you came back. Like, why did you decide to go to Zenith? Was it something that because you wrote down what Steve and Boom, I think.
Yeah.
Back when Boom actually lived close, and Steve wouldn't mind driving 18 hours to get.
So Boom contacted me saying that if I wanted to go down with him and another friend of his, and I was pretty unsure about the whole thing and everything, and I don't whatever it might be fun to go down there, and I kind of went there on a whim because mostly because Boom convinced me to go.
Oh, that power of convincing.
I mean, even after I took the break, I was still friends with Boom on Steam, and we still talked, for a while since then about all kinds of other stuff. And
did the hiatus help? Did the break help? You think? If you didn't take that break, if you kept playing online throughout that time, do you think you'd still be playing now, or that you would have gone to anything, that you would be as committed as you were?
I think I'd still be playing, but I'd be a much unhappier person.
Not even player, just person.
Yeah, person. Because I was kind of on a plateau back then when I quit, and that's actually one of the reasons that I quit. Because I had a plateau, and I was involved in a bunch of other stuff, and I had picked up other fighting games like Street Fighter, and while focusing on those, online was starting to get really not as online wasn't as what's the word, it didn't really draw me in as well as it used to.
Right, I know what you mean.
So more and more I had less incentive to play online Smash and more to play other fighting games, Street Fighter, which had objectively more better functioning online.
Right. And did that help playing those? I
think it helped because it gave me a newer perspective on how fighting games should be approached, timing and tactics, strategy, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And especially other more controversial topics like timing out, stalling, camping,
right,
defensive.
Yeah, of course. Boom. Did you you said you took a 6-month break as well? Mm-hmm. And was that the last break you took?
I wouldn't say. Well, I take short breaks sometimes, just a month. I'd be I don't feel like playing right now.
Yeah, you'd rather play Worms.
Worms.
Ah, man, I don't even have Worms downloaded anymore. Fuck, I gotta get it. But
I think the only reason I took that 6-month hiatus is because, well, I had no internet or non-functional internet.
Right.
And so, I just couldn't play. So I was okay, well, I guess I can't play this game anymore.
Well, did you, have you felt like you hit a plateau at any point? It's one of those things, like I said, you're one of the guys that everybody's oh, Boom's really good, Boom's one of the best players. But you feel. I know that over the past 2 years you've improved as well. You've taken your trips. You've done your research, for want of a better word. Do you feel like you've ever hit a plateau?
Not really, actually. I'm always improving. I feel like I've never really hit a plateau because I always branch off to new characters and play new people, and I got a lot of what I know now, like how to think, from playing Isaiah. He didn't really tell me anything, but I just kind of figured it out on my own.
Right. Yes, Isaiah.
Yeah, kinda. He tell you one thing or two ever. So.
Well, that's what you do all the time.
Yeah. Kind of gained it from him. So. But.
Well, actually, you're a lot more helpful.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess. Not really that helpful.
No, I mean, you won't say one thing. If I have a question, you'll show me the answer. You'll tell me the answer. But maybe I'm just really good at asking questions that have a specific answer. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta ask good. That's what you gotta do.
I mean, pretty much any answer is better than stuff like "don't get hit."
Well, yeah. I mean, or when someone.
That's good advice.
Well, when somebody said, "Should I get hit?" he was like, "Sometimes." I was like, "Come on, man." You can't just change the saying that's on T-shirts, man. That's not how it works. But no, that's really interesting that you haven't, that you don't personally feel that you've hit a plateau at any point. Because I feel like I always, stagnate as a player. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, I feel that in the moment, and then as time wears on, I look back and I'm like, oh, I was improving. It's always hindsight being 2020. Mm-hmm. But
it's not something I really think about too much, because I just try to have fun with the game. I mean, I'll obviously try to win, but I just want to play who I feel like playing as a character.
Right.
It doesn't really matter too much to me. Although I do recognize fuck Nest. But I do recognize what I'm weak in a lot of the time. So I try to improve in those aspects. So yeah, I just go on from there. Right now, or lately, or last year or so, I've been, struggling obviously with the Kirby matchup.
Right.
I've been trying to train that, and you know how I played with Josuke, right? I had a one-on-one session with him, and I talked about the matchup, Pika versus Kirby, and we did some simulation things, where he told me what's good to use in certain situations, and that was really helpful. No one's ever done that with me before. So maybe I'll try to help people that way. Who knows?
You did a 99 stock, right? Where it was just... Yeah. Steve told me about that.
Yeah, that was a long battle.
I can only imagine it would be a friggin... just a very weary...
it was
mind-numbing fight.
It was mentally taxing. I'll say that.
But I mean, as long as you were learning.
Nothing compared to Peru, though.
Oh, Peru, man.
Was that a learning experience, or was that just...
Peru made me just want to quit. That
was a teaching experience, is what that was.
Fucking Peru, man.
I remember
bunch
that.
Of monkeys on Hyrule. Fucking playground.
I remember Steve said, he was like, yeah, Boom was about to quit, and I convinced him not to. I was like, Jesus Christ, fucking Peru. It breaks you. It's more Hyrule that breaks you.
Oh my god, it was terrible. Never again, unless they do Dreamland.
Yeah, till they go to Apex and Gentleman's Hyrule all the time. But go on, Javi.
No, I didn't answer a part of your question from before.
Go on.
I don't believe that. I believe that while taking a break did help me relax from the game and stop not be so negative about it. It didn't help me in terms of skill. It didn't actually help me get better.
No, yeah, that's one of those things that's it's very hard to take a break from something and come back I mean,
But
I've
yeah,
talked about it.
it's obvious to say that like if you stop playing for only for 3 years or 2 years and you come back, you're not gonna be the same or even better. Like
Yeah, exactly. But when you came back, this is actually something I want to talk about. I wrote rivalry and then had a question mark with it, but you know that we're gonna get into it. When you came back, you played. You were at Zenith. Um, I forget who was in your pool. It was like two
I think you're a little
randoms.
quiet.
Oh, sorry. You're in your pool at Zenith. Is that better?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
All right. In your pool at Zenith, it was like two randoms, and then Chris, Weedwhack, and Stranded. And from what I remember, I think you beat Weedwhack, right?
Right, I beat Whack 2-1.
And then you lost to Tommy. I think,
Yep.
right? You lost to Tommy 2-0?
1-2.
2-1. And then
Yeah.
I think you went 2 and out like I did, because I had to play Sensei in the first friggin' round. Which is like, are you serious? And then after that, I'm pretty sure you won like 9 sets against Tommy.
Yeah.
Just like 9 straight sets. Which for me,
pretty
that's absolutely hilarious. And I mean, the reason it's hilarious is just mostly because it's Tommy. It's Stranded, and it's like, he and Joey improved so fast, and it was always like you were the guy who was like stopping him. You were the guy like stopping him from getting first all the time. And I mean, it's funny because you and Tommy are like hilarious when you're together, because Tommy's a friggin' idiot, and he just like messes with you, and then you mess with him, and it's a fun dynamic to watch. But there's obviously no bad blood, and it's more of a like competitive kind of thing in and of itself, right? So like, did you ever think going to any events, like, oh, Tommy's gonna be there, like no problem, or did you ever think like, oh, Tommy's there, like I'm gonna have an issue this time?
Oh no, I always thought that Stranded Tommy was really good at the game. I never thought that he was gonna be like an easy match. The first time I beat him at Smashiker, that was probably my toughest match. It was like a round 2 match, like right after, or round 3 match, right after yours, right after I faced you.
Right.
And that was a fairly close set, the Smashiker. And then for some reason, ever since then, like he always like messed up against me really bad. He'll dash around the stage, have completely fluid movement with Falcon around, sliding on all the platforms.
And then he'll get grabbed.
Then he'll just like do something really dumb, like run into my up air or my up tilt, and then just get into it.
Yeah, and I mean, you would think after it happens like 3 or 4 times, you would change your playing style, but it was literally like 9 tournaments in a row. I'm not even making that number up for anyone who's listening. Like it was a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
I think the first time he beat you since Zenith was when we went to Connecticut.
Yeah, that's when that's when he beat me the first time.
That's like 10 months. That's a long time, and I think one more time he's beaten you. So it's like 3 and 10 or something. He is.
Yeah, he beat me at a COA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting that. And then, well, I wanted you to win because I'd rather play you than Tommy because I hate Falcon. And then it didn't shape up. But then he lost to Killer anyway, so.
Yeah. He's more recently, I've actually been fearing him more than he's feared me, because I always thought it was really weird that he was able to go up. He's being like Hero in the past, Joey, and he's being Killer as well, which surprised me because I struggled against those 2 players really often, and so it just really surprised me that like Stranded would have a problem with against me, because he would also. He also had Caesar as a because they're part of the Kuroshio.
Yeah.
Kuro Yoshi.
The Koro, the
Poor
Kiro,
Yoshi.
yeah, the Koro Yoshis.
So it's not like I don't think he lacked any practice against Mario.
He did
But
lose to Caesar at I don't remember what tournament it was. Rolling Thunder maybe, or whichever one where he was really stupid. Remember that where he made like the dumbest decision possible?
Yeah, we fast forward off the stage, Dare Mario, and then Mario just tornadoed him.
Yeah, like Caesar was dead. Like he was not recovering, and Tommy did a fastball dare and got caught by the tornado and got gimped. And it was like, "Are you serious, Tommy?" Like really? And then the next set was you and Caesar, and that's still like one of the best sets I've ever seen. I gotta link that set in the description. But since then, I mean, we haven't really had that many tournaments, so we haven't been able to carry up or to really catch up on.
Yeah, I don't know. He's played smarter more recently, so he's more consistent, I think. Against me, anyways. I don't know, because during his other matches, I don't know what he was doing.
He still almost dropped the game to me at COA. It's like, really, Tommy?
Yeah, man, you would have had it too. You just need to edgeguard.
Yeah, it's really hard to edgeguard Falcon.
I mean, edgehog, rather.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to get up B'd, man.
Oh, you just grabbed the ledge. That's it.
I was on the ledge. And then I would have gotten up B'd, and I would have gotten stage spiked and killed, and then I would have been like, fuck. Fucking Falcon. Fat fuck oxygen beef. But, I mean, well, we talked a bit about, you switching between Mario and Yoshi, and this is something like, this actually can apply to Dan, to Boom as well, but like, you play Mario and Yoshi in tourney, right? And you go, like, I've seen you go Mario against Falcon more often than I've seen you go Yoshi. But I've seen you go Yoshi against Falcon a couple times. Is there, like, do you have a preference for matchups in general? Like, do you save one for the other? Like, would you rather play Mario or Yoshi against, like, a Pikachu?
Against the Pikachu, I'd rather play Yoshi 100% on Dreamland.
And then any other stages or, like...
Oh, any other stages is like Congo, like Mario. Just because Yoshi's so bad on Congo that I'd rather just play Mario on Congo. But against any character. And I don't know what Peach is. Peach is just so janky. I mean, like...
Fucking Peaches.
Like, I think I prefer Yoshi and Peaches just because I don't need the ledge to recover.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, everyone's gonna die. I might as well, try. As for Falcon?
Falcon, I mean, just matchups in general, like Falcon, Kirby, like, is there a character that, like, you would always switch, like, no matter what?
I mostly tend to use, I switch modes every couple of months for some reason. Where I either my main will be Mario and I'll use Yoshi for the bad matchups, and then sometimes my main will be Yoshi and I'll use Mario for Yoshi's bad matchups. So for example, right now I'm I'll use Yoshi and then I'll use Mario against Falcon. Was it Fox? And some others where Yoshi's not optimal. Just mostly because with Yoshi, I'm more consistent with dealing out punishes and playing a better neutral game because Yoshi is faster overall and is more potential with combos.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, just shield breaks are really nice to have.
Yeah, they're not really as hard to do as they are with Mario.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if Mario can actually guarantee a shield break anymore.
Yeah, down air, up air, down air, up air. And maybe there's others, I don't know. I gotta look at Jay Pleel's videos.
Yeah, because I'm not even sure if Mario being frame perfect is good enough to guarantee a shield break.
I think it would have to be if he was putting those videos up, right?
I mean, probably, but I guess I don't know how frame perfect you have to be with Mario to do that.
Probably close. But Dan, that's something that, like, for you too, like you're a Falcon main, right? Like you're not a Pika player. But,
That's what some people say.
that's what some have said. That Boom is not a Pika player. But I mean, we've seen you go Falcon more than anyone else, I think. But do you for Jigglypuff and Kirby, you'd pull out Pika. Like, do you, besides joking around, well, not joking around, but just going someone for the hell of it, like, would you go anyone else? Like, would you go Kirby against a problematic Falcon, or would you rather stick to the Ditto?
If they're a real problem, then I might actually switch to Kirby. I have no problem with doing that if I really want to win.
Yeah.
Those are probably the only 3 characters I'd probably use in tournament.
Fox?
Nah.
No more? That's it?
Fox is too finicky. I don't play him enough to play him in tournament. I just play him sometimes, and that's not enough for Fox. He requires so much more than just sometimes playing him.
Yeah. Except when you're in losers finals and you decide, Fox against Moyashi.
And then you just win.
Hey, one game.
Yeah, one game. That's it. That's all you need.
But that's one of the things. Like a lot of players who have multiple characters, like Z, for instance. Like I said, I talked about this on the Z podcast. He brought out the Yoshi against Wizrobe. Mario dittoed Fireblaster. He played Kirby, Fox against Joey. A lot of different characters, but maybe not when everything is on the line. Would you go I don't know what the hell's another character that you play that's really good. Would you break out the Samus?
Samus.
Would you break out the hard Samus counterpick on a Kirby?
Oh man, sounds like a good decision. Yo man, if all hope was lost, then yes.
But you stick to those 3, and
yeah.
is there any matchup that you would switch off definitely? Would you really prefer not to do Falcon Dittos first?
I generally don't like them, but I'll do them if I have to. Just to see. I don't mind doing Falcon as my first pick. But if I know they're going to go a certain character, then I'll probably make it easier for myself with a better matchup. So, with the obvious example, if they're going to pick Kirby, I'll go Rat then. I don't care.
So you will do the auto counter pick.
Instead if I lose the match.
Oh yeah. But how often does that happen, realistically?
Not very. I mean, it happens sometimes online, but console not very much.
Yeah. Well, speaking of online, now that during Isaiah's stream on Tuesday, I don't know how the hell to say his name, E2XD. I don't know if it's
Yeah, just say E2.
E2XD?
Yeah, he
E2XD.
E2XD. He was in Isaiah's stream, and Steph invited him into the Skype chat, and Anther's ladder, smashladder.com, included 64, and we've now got a rankings and matchmaking service on that site.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm number 1 on there because I'm swaggy. Fireblaster joined, a whole bunch of people have joined, but do you what do you guys think? How do you think this is gonna turn out?
I, you know, a lot of previous ladders that have been hosted on different sites have people usually lost interest in them because these, I mean, I'm not really sure why the older ladders died, but I'm pretty sure like the newer ladders died because from what I said before, how people just like try less hard online, that because there's a bigger console scene, so they don't care so much about a ladder online. But this ladder is something different in that it's connecting all the other Smash games online together. So it's really easy to go from one chat room to the other and like say search for a game on either like on all the Smash games at the same time. You know, Melee, Project M, Smash 64, Smash 4.
Yeah.
So we've already got. I've already played against several people who are actually players of other games, and they've shown an interest in playing 64. So they jumped into that ladder itself, and I think for that reason that we can get an influx of new players to gain interest in this game and keep it going. Like this ladder could have a different ending than all the other ones.
Yeah, and this has like the added benefit of, like you said, it connects all the Smash games. So people who already play like Melee online can just reconfigure their GameCube controller if they want to, and just hop right on Project 64. They don't need to buy a different adapter or anything. Like if they want to go to a tournament, so that's a plus. But,
yeah. They don't if they start playing Project 64 online and everything, and they think they get good and they want to partake in tournaments. They can just get buy a Raftnet or whatever adapter it is that lets them play on a GameCube on the N64, and it's really easy for them to like get into the scene like that.
Yeah. Someone brought up though that like when it comes to the 64 community and ladders, it's like there's this general knowledge like of who is able to beat who, which I don't completely agree with. I think a good competitive atmosphere is necessary to keep everything going. But I think there just needs to be more interest from the people that always play. So like Star King needs to play more, for instance.
Yeah. I've been trying to do that. Some people, like me, you, Koro, like Gav, several others have already, partaken in the ladder and frequented pretty out like now, like Mr. Marvels.
Yeah.
I've been earlier today. You probably saw me just talking a lot of trash in the Skype chat, trying to get people to play me. I was drunk, but I was doing it with a purpose, man.
Right, of course.
I wanted people to like go into the ladder and play me. I was like, I'm almost to the point where I want to like pretend I'm talk like I'm better than everyone else just to get them to play me on the ladder. Because even if I lose, they're on the ladder and get them maybe build up a competitive spirit. Because I think that's what's happening. People just they talk trash way too much. And they either don't play online or they just wait till every year for that one moment at Apex where they can money match.
Right. Some undertones there. At the same time, there are people who don't I know Boom's one of the people who doesn't Boom doesn't really play in online tournaments or anything. He's like, and there are some other people I know who are they don't want to be required to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think
Boom plays when there's an incentive on the line.
Yeah, when there's cash money.
Steam games.
I mean, maybe I'm mistaken about that, Dan, but is that the general thing? You don't want to feel obligated to play?
Right. I just want to play when I want, and frame delay bothers me a lot. So, in a tournament or rankings, sometimes you're forced into delays you don't want to play in. So 4 frames plus, that just drives me up the wall.
Right.
I don't have fun anymore when it's too high of delay.
Yeah, it's not 2006.
Yeah, so that's why I try to stay away from tournaments and such.
Yeah, there's a guy who was asking me to play earlier. He's like from Chile, and I'm like, no, like I'm sorry, I would play you, but it's like I can't do 4. Like my limit's 4. Like sorry, bro.
Time to play Ricky.
Nah, time to play Shalaka at Apex.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of though, I mean, so like basically this Anther's ladder. I'll put a link in, but if anybody wants to play online, and like this is different from the rankings on that like Steve adapted from the Japanese site.
Yeah, that's the rankings that Steve adapted from the Japanese site. Yeah, it's completely different.
Because this is ELO, right? This is ELO based.
Yeah, this is ELO based. Yeah.
And that means, so like, correct me if I'm wrong, but ELO is like everybody starts at the same number. So I think it's 1200, and from there, like you basically if you win a match against someone who has a higher rating than you get more points, and if you beat somebody who has a lower rating than you get fewer points.
And vice versa.
Yes, if you lose to someone who's higher than you don't lose as many. If you lose to someone lower than you lose more.
You lose a lot. Yeah, that's based on like the no chess rating system.
Yeah, when I played Age of Empires, that was the system they used. Everybody started at 16, and then like went from there. But that also had a lot of boosters, and there was like 3 people who had max. And this would be really hard. Like I know people were like kind of hesitant, like they don't want to join because they're like, oh, you could just play like a bunch of scrubs and get your rating up. But like it would not work out like that. You would wind up playing way too many games.
Yeah, you'd end up getting like 5 points per game or less, and it's not what like you can't if you try to grind it out like that, it's gonna be you're not gonna have fun at all.
Hey, is there decay in the ELO?
I talked to E2 about it, and he said they were gonna implement it in the next update.
What's that? Is that like if you don't play, your rating goes down?
If you don't play, or like if you avoid matches or something. So
that's nifty.
Yeah, it's good. It's good because like if somebody got to a really high much higher ranking than everyone else, and then they felt like like not playing anyone else for fear of losing, nobody else could really like approach that unless somebody else is consistently won. You
should have like the option to like retire your name and like keep it at that thing, like in a Hall of Fame kind of shit.
Well, based on what I've seen, this is actually based on seasons. Because if you click on 64 ladder, you scroll down.
Oh yeah, it says like the season just started, right?
Yeah, New Year's Day season. Well, I think, hopefully I'm not wrong. If you click on Melee, there's only one season for Melee too. Well, this site's fairly new, so like this is probably like why.
I see.
But I'm assuming that after a while the season's gonna end, and people are gonna everyone's gonna start with brand new rankings and everything.
I think maybe like 3 month, like a season of 3 months is good because that's it's a quarter of a year, so because year-long seasons is just way too fucking long, in my opinion. But what do I know? But yeah, I'll provide a link for that for anyone who wants to check it out.
This is also, I gotta say, like probably the best implementation of a ladder system that I've ever seen, and like all previous ladders, like all this brawl, like that ladder was fairly simple, but it didn't really do there wasn't really much to it. Well, this one, if you've seen, Rob, like once you join, you can host a ranked match for best of 3, best of 5. You host a friendlies room if you want, endless friendlies. But once you host a match and somebody challenges you and you accept, like you both pick your characters, double blind pick right there on the website.
That's fantastic.
That's something that has never been that has been really hard to do in the past for online Smash. Double blind picks. Like, how would you reliably do that online without using another program? Yeah,
and this site fixes that.
This site just does it really easily. Like even if you're doing a tournament from another website, you both hop on here and just like simulate the tournament like through a friendlies best of 3 here, and you do the double blind picks here, and it follows the Apex tournament rules. So you start on Dreamland, first stage, and then when the first game ends, the loser picks the stage. The winner picks his character. Then you pick your character, and then you just hop on. You connect to each other and just play, just pick and play.
Yeah, it's pretty damn sweet.
So it's really automated, and because of this, it actually keeps a pretty accurate track record of all the matches you've played and what characters you lost with and so on.
Oh, really? It keeps track record?
Well, because you tell the site which character you pick and what stage, what game.
Yeah.
So it actually it shows you. Let me see if I can.
So basically, I have like 4 matches played, and I only play Samus, so it shows as Samus being the only character being used by me, whereas, like Marbles has played Falcon, it said, so he has a Falcon on there, and he's got a Ness and a Pika, for some reason Ness, I don't know why.
Who plays Ness?
Boom, you should sign up and only go Luigi.
Dude.
5-frame Luigi.
5-frame Luigi? Yo, I'm not playing on server.
Well, the required is actually P2P, but
yeah, it's 4-frame Luigi.
I'll just play Mexican Luigi, high frame delay.
With that fucking color.
Yeah.
That dirty color. But yeah, speaking, you mentioned the Apex rule set, so I mean we can end with a quick Apex talk. Javi, last Apex we saw probably the most stacked event in 64 history. I think that goes without saying.
Right.
So, there's been a big drop-off in terms of the people that we usually see. I mean, we still have... I can probably, if you give me the link to the post in the social thread, I could post that in the description. But we have basically a 30 to 35% retention rate of players from each previous Apex.
Yeah, the average is actually hold on. Let me see. It's in the social thread. It's actually for this Apex. Well, from players from last Apex that's playing in this one, it's 35%.
Yeah.
36% actually, closer to 37.
But it should be noted that that's basically in line with where we've been. But players that have been there for every other Apex, just for instance, Isaiah, Kefit, Gel, Sensei. Who am I missing? Or some other important ones.
I'm trying to look at the list from 2013 or 12.
Either one. Well, if Sheer isn't vaulting, Megavolt isn't going, and it's man, Joe, come on. Just players that have been around and have been going and just aren't coming this time. But I think this retention rate is higher with the newer players.
Yeah, it's actually higher than the previous. Well, it's not higher than last year, but it's higher than every other year.
And this is the most. We have 187 people signed up, which last year we had 157, so we got 30 more. But yeah, that's a lot of people. And it's going to be a very unique kind of pools thing. I think we're going to have 2 rounds.
Hopefully it's not pool. 40 people per pool.
No, actually, I think Javi did the math, and it's 12-person pools.
Yeah, it should be 12-person pools into I forgot. That was a lot of math I did that night. It was 4 in the morning.
I think it's 12-person pools bleeding into a top 32 or a top 60. Or no, it's 4 people make it out of each pool. And I think
top 64 or top 32?
Something like that, and then it's top 4 make it out of the next one into whatever, and then it's top 8.
Yep.
Something like that. But we've never had top.
Something a little more organized.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendude pretty much said that he kind of redid everything. for in terms of organization, so that's pretty good. Because Mike actually knows how to organize shit and organize shit well. So
I'm gonna post the tape. By the way, I'm just gonna post the post with the tables and stuff, and right here, so you can share it on the YouTube video.
Yeah, I'll do that. But that's Nintendo dude isn't playing. He's only playing teams.
Yeah, he's not partaking in singles.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, Mike? Come on. Pisses me off. That's one less player.
God, this 2015 list is huge.
But now on that list, though, like, I mean, like predictions aside, because we don't have any pools yet. Do you think there's going to be any breakouts, or do you think there's going to be any fall-offs?
You're getting a little quiet, but I think players like Kiro are gonna make top 8, and actually prove to everyone that he's one of the best players. I saw him like basically almost destroy Wizrobe at Zenith, and Wizrobe got 5th place at Apex last year. I think Kiro has a high chance of making it to top 8. Probably in top 4.
I hope he doesn't get top 4 just so I don't have to do the chicken dance. But, I mean, best of luck to him besides that. But
I
yeah,
want to see
Go on.
Jam versus Kiro, because they played last Apex and it wasn't recorded. They actually played 2 sets against each other.
Yeah.
Where
fucking double jeopardy, man.
Yeah, where Kiro won the first set 2-1, and then Jam won the second set 2-1. So it was close both sets. So I think they're evenly skilled.
I think what's interesting about that too is that they both lost to Jaime. I was actually just talking to Joey about this. Like, basically, they each had a bye or like played some scrub, and then beat someone, played each other, and then like that was that. And then Joey beat Steve, and then lost to Jaime. And then Jam went to losers and went on a friggin' tear and beat like. I think he beat like Nintendo. I think he beat you. Did he beat you?
He beat me. He beat Nier.
He just went off, and like wound up getting 9th place, and then he lost to Jaime in like losers finals of the pool, I guess.
Yeah, he got 9th, and none of his matches were recorded.
That is
crazy.
Terrible. Like, that is a travesty.
Such awful organization last year at Apex. I don't know what the hell was happening.
So many matches got lost. So many great matches got lost. I think that'll be good though. Seeing Jam. I don't know if Jam's even been playing, to be honest.
I don't know about that guy, but hopefully he has.
How about how do you feel about Dex and Mariwas, and I guess by extension Shalaka? Dex is like the latest addition. He's kind of the guy who came in like 2 days before. Like nobody knew he was going. Yeah, nobody knew he was going. He only got word that he could go.
Dex is random, man. I guess he got sponsored by Mexico sponsor. And he's just like, hey guys, I'm going. I'm like, okay. So in December, he came back from his retirement, I guess.
He was playing Project M. Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why he came back. He's just like, yeah, I like playing this game. Like, okay, Dex. And then he's just like, yeah, I guess I'm going Apex now, guys. Like, okay, Dex.
You think he has what it takes to break? Like, he got 9th last year, losing to Tacos and Isaiah. Well, Isaiah and Tacos chronologically, but like, is he one of those guys who can make it into top 8 this time? Is Mariguas able to repeat?
I think both of them can do it easily. Dex has, I don't know, Dex is crazy, man. He's just aggressive, and he'll get in your face. Because he actually took a match off of Isaiah in pools.
Yeah, one of 2 people.
Last year, yeah. And that was pretty impressive. Isaiah thought he was going to lose after that first match.
That's something else.
He put fear into Isaiah.
Yeah.
Dex, like, I've only played Dex. I played Dex online like maybe 2 or 3 times.
Right.
He is really good in 5 frames.
Yeah, he is.
Really good. Like, it's really scary to be good in 5 frames. I don't like that in people.
You could play him in 6.
Yeah.
Even better. No.
That's just Jaime. 14 frame Samus Dittos with tacos or whatever it was.
14 frames.
Jaime not even affected.
He's like, you mad, bro? Then he does his Elmo laugh.
Oh yeah, Elmo laugh.
But then, I mean, there's... Like, this is just... There's a lot more people, too. It's like... Star King also got 9th, right? Star King, do you think Star King could get in? Like, do you think he could break into top 8?
Maybe. There's a few other strong players I'd put over him though. Like you know, Tacos, Mariguas, Dex, Kiro. I think he could scrape the top 8, but I don't think he'd get like, you know, good placing.
Right. I see what you mean.
I don't know much about Star King. I actually have never played him since I came back.
Are you serious? That's something else.
I mean, since I came back at Zenith 2013, I can't remember a single time that I've played Star King. Maybe I have once online in some random one match where he's like, oh, I'm lagging, I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah, it's a common.
And he picked like DK or something. Beyond that, I have no idea about him. That's all I've seen are his matches from Apex and COA. So based on that alone,
he's good. Like, don't get me wrong.
He's good, but I mean, if I'm someone that plays online a lot, I will, you know, I'll ask for matches when I'm in the mood to get some serious practice. I mean, am I wrong to say that Star King doesn't really practice much online?
I think you might be right.
I don't think he plays much.
So I don't know. It's hard, you know. I'm not saying you need practice, you know, before an event to do well, but the statistics kind of lean against that.
Right.
Especially when at COA he said he was going to use Fox. He was going to full power Yoshi at Apex. But I don't know. People are more used to Yoshi now, and so it's hard to like overcome that. You know, working against that knowledge if you don't practice more.
Yeah, he can play Kirby as well. I don't know if he would. I mean, he probably would if he doesn't feel like his Yoshi's on point.
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
I'm surprised that Wizard beat his Kirby. I thought it was just like a Yoshi Ditto the whole time. Back in Apex 2014?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Yoshi Dittos.
No, like Star King's like counterpicked to Kirby and Wizard still beat him. I was
he
kind of shocked. I mean, I wasn't awake for that. Like, I woke up at like 9.
Man, I don't even want to get into that.
Right?
Oh, fucking 9.
I don't even want to get into that fucking debacle.
No, let's not.
No, but yeah, like I didn't even know about that until I went back and watched it on YouTube. Like Star King counterpicked Kirby and still lost to Wizard. I don't know if he's very confident in Kirby.
How about like Z? Like Z, you know, doing well. And
Oh yeah, Z.
See?
oh, that guy.
Depends on if he's going all Fox. It depends on who he runs into.
Yeah, it does.
If he's gonna go try hard, where he'll counterpick, you know, like Falcon against Falcon, because he said he counterpicks Falcon against other Falcons.
I don't know why.
He said because he feels that the only people who deserve to get Falconed are people who use Falcon.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he said that, right? And story time. So we're playing at Echo, right?
Yeah.
Grand finals. Of course, I pick Falcon, and he picks Falcon. So I'm like, okay. So I guess we're doing a Falcon Ditto. So we start playing, right? I play as gay as I can for a little bit. Like, just do America combo, like core throw down air. He's like, don't do that. I'm like, oh man, you picked Falcon. So then I'm like, I go right to the edge, and
Don't do that.
he stands right by the edge. He's just like, come on, man. I was just like, hey, man, you picked Falcon. What do you expect?
How was that? Was Echo fun?
It was alright.
Yeah, I mean, Joey went to Italy, so like there was no American representation.
Okay.
Freaking Killer and Joey are probably some of the most. God, can't rely on these people, man.
Well, Joey actually had like a legit. It was like his dad bought him a ticket to Italy. It was like, we're going, and he was like, oh, okay. And like I would not pass up Italy to go to friggin' Montreal. Like that's or Ottawa, wherever it was in Canada. Wherever it was cold like that.
Ottawa?
Yeah.
Ottawa, yep.
But Dan, there's a lot of shit going around Reddit. I don't know if you read Reddit. I hope you don't.
Nope.
Good. But it was like front page. Isaiah isn't going to Apex 2015. And then there were just a bunch of comments. Oh, well, I guess Boom has a free win. Congratulations to Boom for winning Apex 2015. Like, are you confident in this? Like, are you looking out for anyone?
Yeah, free win. According to Reddit.
Yeah, just for Reddit.
So you don't fear anyone? You don't think anyone's gonna like take you down?
I don't really fear anyone if I'm playing good at this tournament.
What if like you started feeling bad or you start to perform not as well at Apex?
Then I fear everyone.
Everyone?
You can't fear everyone.
Oh, dude, when I play bad, I play bad.
You're not gonna lose to like would you lose?
Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna lose to Jake. You know?
No, man, you'll get me to one stock if I'm playing bad.
Are you gonna lose to Stud still if you're playing bad?
Oh, man, he'll like, if he just up tilts in place, I'll just like run into it.
Yo, are you gonna lose to Hemlo if you?
Oh, man, Hemo will just mind game me and I'll be like half asleep and I'll be like, fuck.
What about God Clan if they?
God Clan, they'd
God
five
Clan?
frame me somehow while I'm playing on console. God Clan.
Well, I mean, you said before like you don't like playing early in the morning. You don't like playing when you've got like when you're like dehydrated or you're low or anything, right? So I mean, and all that is hopefully not going to happen. Like we've got finals at 3 p.m. You know, like that's adequate time.
I hope so. I just don't want to play in the morning, and I have to have like a full meal, like super meal. Then I'm good to go.
All these conditions, man.
Yeah.
I gotta have those two things.
I mean, you'll be able to get both, definitely.
I get a fat bitch, you know.
No, you're not able to get. I mean, like if you're
What do you mean?
if you're tipping the delivery guy like $50, maybe, because that's like an hour drive.
Yeah, well, we'll just get like 10 fat bitches, and then, you know, it won't be so bad.
Dude, Altosaurus. It's the best burger joint.
Yo, just okay. We can make our own fat bitches then.
But I'm not. I refuse to cook 50 sandwiches. Like, because I already know it would be my responsibility somehow. I'd be like, oh, Rob knows how to cook. Let's have him do it.
No, man, you just get like get a Delissio pizza, and then you deep fry some chicken fingers, and fry some eggs. You know, you just put it all together.
Like, God, that's gonna make me puke. So, all right, from the mouth of Boom, you're confident in all this. You're not fearing anyone. Who do you think you're gonna be playing in grand finals?
I think. Oh, that's a hard one. Maybe Mariguas. Maybe. Not too sure actually. That's a hard question because there's a lot of people who are close in skill below me at this tournament, so it's hard to say.
Do you think you'll be playing Kiro though?
Kiro could be a possibility as well.
Oh God.
I think
his ego would fly through the roof.
Oh
That
man,
happened.
it would just swell. Like,
I wonder if Jaime would step up or not, because he's really random. Like sometimes he'll do really well, and sometimes he'll just like switch to Samus.
We saw that Apex. He beat Jam and all these other players,
And
and then
then-
he loses to Wizro.
Hey, man,
picks
that's-
Fox.
yeah, that was Fox. Like his Falcon did work, and then he lost Game 5.
Lame.
Yeah, that was pretty lame. Javi, what do you think?
Who's gonna make it to Grand Finals?
Yeah, who's? I mean, assuming
man, that is hard. For one, I think Tacos could make it to Grand Finals. Tacos has generally been Z in the past, offline and online. And I haven't seen him lose to anyone else except Boomfan and Isaiah. Mariguas also lost to Boomfan and Isaiah. I think, and maybe like Kiro, Tacos, and Mariguas are like the three most likely contenders, I think, for Grand Finals. It's hard for me to think of like another one. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna sure as hell be interesting to watch.
Like Jaime's really good, but those three players I mentioned are just really good, and for I know that Kiro like has gotten a lot better since last Apex, so
Yeah, it's gonna be something. Do you have any like goals for yourself that you're setting for this?
my
Or is
personal goals, I want to get minimum goal is like getting top 16, you know, and my actual goal is to get top 8.
Yeah, that's something I think a lot of people are like shooting for. It's gonna be another bloodbath to get like once that second round starts. That's gonna just be ridiculous. You know, like the level of competition.
Yeah, like last year, my goal was just to get top 6. Like it would have been great if I made it to top 8, but that wasn't gonna happen last year. And my goal was to get top 16 last year. And then when I got like 25th place or something, it made me feel really bad when I tied with like a melee player.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The placing last year, like I got 25th as well, and it was like the 2 matches I lost, I could have won. You know, and I could have beaten Fyro, and I could have beaten Kefit, but I didn't. And it was like, well, shit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I could have played like I had a complete change of playstyle after Apex when Steve helped me train. So if that happened before Apex, things might have gone differently for my matches.
Yeah, and right now, 2 out of 3 people in this call have gotten help from Josuke post Apex. So I mean that might shape up differently. But I've also like, I don't know, I lost to LD, so like maybe I'm just
that's Fox. You hate Fox.
yeah, but it was like game 5, last stock, high damage. What the fuck, man?
You get tapped by Fox, you're like, oh, fuck Fox.
Infinite options, man. And you know, just for the hell of it, what about teams?
Ooh, teams. That's an interesting one because
Team Mejor.
teams are official now. Are teams getting stream time? I forget. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, they should be because it's a full day. Unless I mean, if they don't, then it's like all right.
They're gonna finish. No, I think I remember. I saw the stream schedule. And like Smash 64 doubles was happening all on Friday, so it's gonna finish on Friday.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's gonna be cool. I actually look forward to that.
Yeah, I think Team Mejor is going to take it personally. But I don't. Do you think it'll be a repeat of Keyboard Kings?
I'm not sure about that. Like Star King and Killer, Team Keyword, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty good and all, and their DI makes it really hard to combo them. It's even more in teams where like there's just so many distractions. Those are 2 players. Like I said, like I haven't seen them play 64 online as often as they used to, or as they should be, to stay competitive. I personally know Killer like plays a lot of other games online, or, and in tournaments like Melee and Project M. So I'm not sure how much of that is going to translate to getting second place again in teams.
Oh yeah, Killer's gonna be at this tournament.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot about him.
Forgot about Killer?
Yeah.
And LD?
Oh, LD. If LD's full power and not fake console LD.
LD.
LD,
I think LD could get like second or third.
You would put LD second, full power?
What?
Full power LD is really good.
Yeah, but would you put him second?
I think he could beat the other players. I've seen him destroy like Pikachu's and Kirby's like it's nothing.
I think if LD got second at Apex, that would probably be the greatest thing that could happen.
I agree.
Like nothing would make the scene better than LD getting second place. Personally, just because it's a online dude who uses an Xbox controller and has placed notoriously low in the past, and it's Fox, That would be something else.
Han Solo would just go crazy.
Yeah.
Then, no, Han Solo would just be like, but then he lost to Boomfan.
He would say he didn't win, so it didn't matter. Dan, that means you'd have to Fox Ditto, so you could say Fox won.
Oh yeah, Fox won. Yeah.
If you just go Fox for the last games, just no matter who you end up facing grand finals.
Yeah, just go Fox.
I'll win with one game and just be like, nope, not playing Fox anymore.
Yeah, I think what with teams like Team Mexico got split now. Now it's Mariwas and Shalaka and Dex and Wizrobe are on a team.
Ooh,
Dex
and Wiz.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
That's a good team, I think.
And then there's what's their names? Bomb and Smash. Bomb and I Love Smash. Nintendude and Fyro, Tacos and Z, Cabello and Bonze, Pavi and Cabal.
Tacos and Z could make it far.
Z sucks in teams, so no.
Nope.
Yeah, alright.
No, I'm serious. He sucks in teams, man. Sorry, Z.
Now watch, he's just gonna try and win just to prove you wrong. Well, I mean, that pretty much covers it. I don't even want to ask about the Taco Z money match. I feel like I've asked every single person, and it's
I think that's been gone over enough.
It's like two more unique perspectives, but I don't know.
What money match?
What money match? What are you talking about?
Tacos and Z, 12 characters battle.
12 character battle?
Yeah, $40 or $50.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Who are you giving it to?
Z, I think.
Z, nice. I don't think we've had a Z vote in a while. How about you, Javi?
Based on me playing both of them online, because I don't think I've only played Z like Canada and Zenith once, so probably Tacos.
So we're split. I'm gonna have to go back and count the tally for everything, just to see what it is. Yeah, that should be a good one. But I think that pretty much wraps everything up. We had through it a solid 90 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it didn't even feel like that. It never does.
Alright.
So yeah, good talk. I want to thank you, Dan, and you, Javi, for coming on and shooting the shit for this long. Basically, like I always say, everybody should. I don't think I ever say rate. No, never rate. Don't rate shit. That's stupid. Just subscribe so I can actually get the URL to say SSB64 podcasting, because right now it's just a random string of letters and numbers.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can't set your channel name anymore in YouTube.
You can't?
No, you can pick the name of it, but the unique URL. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Oh.
YouTube.com/user/ it's /channel/V8H7, etc., etc. I need I think it's 500 subscribers, and that's just bullshit.
Wow.
So basically, I think I'm at like 38. So I need 460 more in order to get a unique URL. But yeah, do the subscribing thing. I'm pretty sure.
Upvotes on YouTube. Like, is it upvote or like thumbs up? Yeah.
Yeah, do the thumbs up. I think I have like 2 thumbs down. I think they're both from Studstill. I'm almost certain they're both from Studstill, actually. But do the thumbs up, I guess, if you want. Subscribe for sure, though. And I still haven't gotten comments from people about what they want to hear. I've just been like kind of randomly getting people. But I guess I'm doing something right if I haven't had that many complaints, if any at all. So, yeah, this was a bit of a break, but, hopefully in a couple days, I don't even know, who the hell should I have on next? Oh, Fyro wants to be on, but
Ooh, Fyro.
I have, there's no way of contacting Fyro.
You've already got Night Fox on here, right? And,
yeah. I had Night Fox and Funk. But Fyro doesn't have, I'll text him. Sometimes he'll text me and I won't respond, sometimes I'll text him and he won't respond, I think. Or maybe, my phone just isn't working and he feels like I'm an asshole because I'm not responding. I don't think I have him on Facebook either, or his Skype, but he said he wanted to do one, so...
Has Jaime,
Dude, Jaime, that would be a 5-hour podcast. I'd have to put that shit in, fast motion. Speed X4. Just to have it, fit normal time constraints. But, yeah, I think I'll try to get Fyro on next.
Yo, get Fyro.
I don't know if you've gotten LD on here before.
No, I tried. He said he wasn't available. Friggin' LD.
What
were you gonna say, Dan? Fyro and who?
And Jaime.
At the same time?
I just want to have Jaime in here. It'd be really funny.
It would take so long.
It'd take all the seriousness out of it.
He would be playing, in the middle of it. And he'd be like, so Jaime.
Be like, Pure B, I gotta get some hot dogs. He'd just, leave.
He'd be like, oh, it doesn't hurt.
It's like, oh, my sister's on Netflix again.
Yeah, he's, heading out.
Sister.
Sister leg.
He'd go turn off the net. What the hell? Doesn't he, just turn off the router? So
he turns off the wireless, and then he does MAC filtering.
He bans the IP address of the computer.
Dude, that's high level shit.
Have you got any other West Coast people in here besides Cowtree?
No, there are no other West Coast players. There's Nier, but Nier would be another one. It would take 4 hours to get it done.
Or Nier or Cabal.
I might be able to get Cabal. Cabal would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, he can talk. I've heard him talk on Skype.
Yeah, there's a lot of people you can get to talk.
Cabal and Fyro. Then I'll try to convince to get on. Cabal doesn't do anything except military stuff. He can't be that busy. And Fyro works at Google. It's Google. Wow. They love you. You could chill. Fyro could probably go on at work and have everybody from Google talk. But yeah, I'll try to get them on. But that pretty much sums everything up. Thanks everybody for listening. I'm just gonna end it as it is. I don't know what else to say. So look forward to having those other players on. Thanks again. I'll see you.